Hello again, and thank you for tuning into my new channel, David Charles Psychic. I do psychic readings for people from all over the world and have done for many years. I do psychic readings and white witchcraft. Today I'd like to do a psychic reading for you for the month of March. This time we're looking at Saturday the 9th to the following Friday. This Saturday coming, the 9th of March, for you to the following Friday. I need you, if you would, to please choose a pack of cards. These are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pick a number that suits you, a number you feel good with. Don't just go by looking at the table. Pick a number that you like. If you need to pause the video, please do so. Right, for those of you who picked number 1, we'll take a quick look what the week ahead holds in store for you. Well, very positive week. It's looking like you may be considering giving something up, walking away from a situation. It can mean a romance you're thinking about giving up. It can be a job or a bad habit. Doesn't mean you'll do it, but you're thinking about it. You may have been thinking about it for quite a while, but next week it may be that you're considering walking away from something because you feel that it will take some pressure off you, some stress off you. And you've probably been worrying about this and not sleeping too well. You need to think about it. Don't do it flippantly. If you're going to give this thing up, or this person maybe, think it over carefully, because it's hard to go backwards. It is a fertile week for you next week. Things do get done as long as you keep on your toes. You'll get a lot done. Good week for people who are having babies or carrying babies, for you girls out there. Or if you're expecting or beginning or trying to catch for a baby, it's a good week next week. As you can see, there's a fertility there, the Empress, and that means growth, so it's a good week for you. Anyone moving house or planning on selling the house, put it on the market next week. Don't do it this week. Wait till Saturday at least, because it's all about timing, and life always is. But generally, a very good week for number 1. If you pick number 1, expect a good week next week. I don't think you've had it easy recently. I think some of you have been really through it, but things are improving. And if those of you are watching this alone, I always say this, but if you're watching alone, special greetings to you. But next week should be a bit better for you. You may find that you're not spending so much time all on your own and feeling lonely. It's just a quick reading for that week, and if you're thinking of giving something up, it's a good time to do it, but do it for the right reasons. Let's take a look at number 2. If you chose number 2, well, you may have been a bit down in the dumps recently, and there are signs you may have regrets of things you've done or said in the past. As always, you cannot go backwards, so don't try. Try and look forwards with enthusiasm, excitement. Don't dwell on the past. You can't change it now. You can learn from it, but you can't go back to it. Sleepless nights are a problem for you at the moment. I think you've been worried for quite a while, and next week the spirit world is saying try not to worry, because they will put things right for you eventually. You may have to go through this time. Not all of you. This reading won't apply to everybody, but some of you next week may be a bit down in the dumps, maybe thinking about past mistakes, past people you've lost, lovers you let go and maybe shouldn't have done. But it's a good week if you're looking for work. It's a good week to show your skills, to show what you're good at, and you are quite skillful, lots of you. But generally speaking, keep the stress levels down. Don't lie awake at night worrying. Go to sleep. Think about the past. If you can't sleep, I always say think about the past. Christmases, birthdays, nice memories, not bad things. Think of the first day at school or something you really enjoyed, and you'll go to sleep pretty quickly. If you sit there or lay there thinking about the future, you'll stay awake for hours. The future hasn't come yet, but it's coming and it's improving. So, that's number 2 for next week. Let's take a look at number 3. If you chose number 3, this is for you. Money, new beginnings, an exciting time for new beginnings, new starts, exciting adventures, spiritual time. If you've got psychic ability, and lots of you have, it's a good month for your spiritual side. And it's a good month to show people what you're good at. You're enjoying next week. You're having good times. There may be some money coming, a little flutter on the lottery maybe, don't go mad. But it's worth knowing that things are changing next week for the better. I don't think you've had it too bad lately, most of you, but one or two of you have felt a bit let down by people. And take care if you're doing gardening, by the way, because there could be problems with some equipment. Don't get hurting yourself on a lawnmower or anything like that. Be careful next week, but generally speaking, think things out before you do them. Don't just jump in at things next week. Remember I said that, because you have done that in the past. Think things through and then go for it, as they say. Go for it with open arms and embrace next week, because it could be a good week for you. And finally, you waited for a long one, number 4. For a long while, I should say. If you chose number 4, well, it's time to get rid of negatives. Negative people, negative attitudes, negative thoughts must be removed. If you mix with negative people next week, they will bring you down, so don't. Sometimes you can't avoid it, you may work with negative people, but don't let their negativity or lack of optimism affect you. You're normally an optimistic person, you need to be, because I don't think you've had it easy either recently. There is some karma around next week. You may get what you feel you deserve for a change. Maybe somebody's appreciating you or telling you that they do for a change. Maybe the boss at work actually says something nice, because they may not have been nice recently. Generally speaking, there's nothing hidden in your reading for next week. From Saturday onwards, there's nothing nasty. In fact, there's nothing nasty in any of these readings today. But for lovers, if you chose number 4, it's a good time for making choices with your love life. Don't dither around with this, because you may be still having feelings for someone you lost some time ago. You can't go back. I always say it. You can't go back as lovers. You can go back as friends. But make your mind up next week, lovers, because it's a very romantic week. And you don't really want to be missing that. It's a good week. Thank you for joining me for this quick review. I'll try and do a reading for next week, the following week, I should say. Stay tuned, please subscribe and click the bell button, and then you'll get notification every time I load a new video. And there are a few coming. And please click like and subscribe and make some comments below. I'll read them and I'll try to answer all of them if I can. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.